Jamaica, the term jacket refers to a child who is not biologically tied to the named father. Today, we reveal the truth. Welcome to Jacket Court.
All rise.
You may be seated. Thank you, bailiff. All right, we are here to discuss the case before us today. Ms. Charles, you claim that Mr. Grant is the biological father of your 4-year-old daughter, Tiffany. Mr. Grant, you say that is not true. The two of you met in Trinidad, where Mr. Grant ran several businesses and showered you with attention. But after he learned of your pregnancy, he allegedly sold off his ventures and never returned to Trinidad. Miss Charles, you have traveled a long way from Trinidad to Jamaica to get some answers, so let's start with you. Why don't you tell us how you met Mr. Grant?
Yes, Your Honor. So I met Mr. Grant in San Fernando in Trinidad. I am an event coordinator in San Fernando, so I met him and we talked business, we get to know one another, and from there we just built a bond. We started going out, talking on the phone, and he started sending me flowers and gifts, and we just started to be really acquainted. And every time he would come to Trinidad now, he would stay with me, and it started to become really serious from that point.
Okay. Mr. Grant, when you are in Trinidad, how long would you stay at a time?
I say just a month or two, Your Honor.
A month or two each time?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, it's different every time, but I say at least a month or two, at least.
Okay. And when you go to Trinidad, you usually catch feelings, or you just this time?
Well, it's always business as usual, Your Honor. And I'm a businessman, and it's never about feelings, never personal,
Okay.
Yeah.
So was this business or was this personal?
Well, Your Honor, it started as a business thing, but it was like start getting a little bit more serious, and we started seeing each other a little bit more. So, and stuff escalated from there.
So you agree that it was serious between you two?
Well, that's what she said.
Well, that's what you just said. So what is it?
All right, Your Honor.
I'm just trying to understand the facts.
Okay, Your Honor. You could call it that, Your Honor.
I could call it serious.
You could call it serious, Judge.
Okay. And how long did this serious or not serious thing go on for?
Well, Your Honor, as far as what was said, that I stayed with her, well, I didn't stay the whole time because, like I say, I'm a businessman. So while I'm there in Trinidad, I have stuff I have to tend to. And San Fernando. Okay, sorry. San Fernando is a very busy place, so that keeps me very busy.
Okay. So you met while Mr. Grant was in Trinidad for work, for business as usual.
Right.
Fell in love, maybe?
I guess you could say that.
Could say that, Mr. Grant.
So I thought.
Did he tell you that he loved you?
Yes, he told me how he wants to marry me and all kind of things, and planning vacation, and he wants to meet my mother and all kind of things. So this is news to me.
Mr. Grant, so we have two sides of the story here. Ms. Charles is telling us that you were serious, you were making plans, you were talking about the future together. Is that not the case?
Well, Your Honor, once you take a sip of white rum, or, you puff up a big head, Excuse me.
Can I remind you that you are in a court of law?
I apologize, Your Honor. I apologize. No, I'm sorry. Now, once you're in a certain place, Your Honor, your mind might play tricks on you and stuff like that. And you might say stuff that just in the moment. But I am not saying that in a bad way or anything, because she is actually a nice, well, young lady.
Choose your words carefully.
Very nice young lady.
Okay. So why did you sell your businesses then? So you were in Trinidad going back and forth from Jamaica. You were spending a month or more in Trinidad at a single time. Some of the time you were staying with Miss Charles, but most of the time you were in Jamaica. So why sell your businesses?
Well, Your Honor, at the end of the day, it's not about the money. But if the jacket don't fit, I can't wear it. You understand me? Yeah.
So at what point did you tell Mr. Grant that you were pregnant?
Well, the last time he come to Trinidad, I sit him down, and this was 4 years ago. No, right? And I was hesitant at first, but I said, okay, I had to tell him because this is the situation now. And when I tell him...
somewhere to be?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
Okay. So you can take your time. Just yes. Hold on. Hold on. Right. So continue.
So from that point, I tell him I'm expecting. And when I tell him I'm expecting, no. Hear this. He went and tried to sell the restaurant now. I go down San Fernando to find him. I cannot find him anywhere. I call his mother, his sister. I cannot get in contact with this man. But I find one of his partner now, who asks me is why I'm not in Jamaica with him. So that's how I find out he was here.
Okay. Mr. Grant, if it's not about the money, then what is it about? Why sell? It's just a very convenient timeline, right? So help me understand.
Well, for one, Your Honor, like I say, what you said, it's not about all that. But if the jacket don't fit, me can't wear it. You understand? So that is it, so.
Well, I will tell you what it sounds like, okay? It sounds like, Mr. Grant, you were having a serious relationship, and when the time came for you to take responsibility, you decided to sell all of your businesses and completely erase yourself from the equation in Trinidad, and you absconded to Jamaica thinking that you were not going to have to face this woman again.